What up? Me again. I want to talk about Jordan Goodwin, who I came to know as a Washington Wizard, namely in the 2022-2023 NBA season, where he played 62 games for the Wizards, and then was traded that offseason as part of the Bradley Beal trade to the Phoenix Suns, which made me very sad because I saw a lot of potential in Jordan Goodwin, which I still think he has. But after doing a little bit more of a deep dive, I think the Lakers are really onto something. And this all stemmed from, I was just, doing my thing, scrolling through Instagram like I do sometimes, and I saw something popped up that said the Lakers got a steal in Jordan Goodwin, and then they showed his stats, which turned out to be incorrect. But one of the stats said that he was averaging 12 rebounds a game for the Grizzlies, which I was like, he did get a lot of minutes with the Grizzlies last year because they didn't have anyone. They had a historically injured roster the entire season. So I went back and I looked. He averaged 8 rebounds a game, but he was playing a career high in minutes. He was logging 29.3 minutes per game in 17 games. So, and he played 40 games with Phoenix last year too, but wasn't really having the same level of production. But so in just the games with the Grizzlies, he was averaging 10 points per game, 1.5 steals, 4.5 assists, and then 8 rebounds. So if you guys have been watching me for a little bit, I love rebounding guards. It's like my favorite type of player in the league. It just shows that you want to win more than anything. And Jordan Goodwin is that guy. He's that motherfucker. And I went and dived a little deeper. So he was a 4-year player in college. Went to the University of St. Louis or St. Louis University. I'm not sure what, but St. Louis, right? So it was a 4-year college player. And in the final 2 seasons of his career, averaged over 10 rebounds a game. This is a 6'4" point guard, by the way. I just think that's incredible. 10.4 rebounds per game his junior year, and then 10.1 rebounds per game his senior year. So over the course of 52 games in those 2 years, was averaging over 10 boards per game. And then for his career, averaged 8.8 rebounds per game across 114 games. He didn't start one of those games, so started 113 out of 114 and averaged 2 steals a game for his entire career at St. Louis. So he's a guy where he really can be like a defensive ace, because being 6'4" as a point guard, that's a pretty big guard. I mean, I know we see guys now that are, 6'6", like Cade Cunningham running the point. We see guys like Ben Simmons, 6'10", running the point. Not so much anymore. But you can really play Jordan Goodwin at the 1 or the 2. And in some lineups, you could probably play him at the 3 as well. And he's going to defend super hard. He's going to lock down on defense, and he's going to chase after every single loose ball. And those are the types of guys you want. So I don't know his contract details. I know he signed with the Lakers a month ago. So I'm not sure if it's just a training camp deal. I checked the ESPN depth chart and stuff, and he's not even listed on there yet. So it might just be a training camp deal. But whether he winds up with the Lakers or he winds up with another team, this is a guy that teams should want, right? And, I'd be hoping that Lakers cut him and he comes back to the Wizards, because I was so sick. When we added him to the Bradley Beal trade. I was like, we're already getting, we're already getting so much shit taken from us because of this no trade clause that Bradley Beal had. It could have been a much better trade for the Wizards if he didn't have that trade clause. And then we have to throw in Jordan Goodwin. Are you kidding me? I was sick. I was so sick, because Jordan Goodwin had a real good year for us, promising, and plays hard, just plays hard. So, if he stays on the Lakers, I think this is going to be a great guy for Bronny to kind of, model his game after, just going after every loose ball and, getting boards as a guard. I mean, rebounding well for your position in the NBA is such an, underrated skill. And teams look at that, right? Because like it really is just a measure of like you want it more than the other guy, right? Like you can get a handful of rebounds extra per night as a guard, a smaller guy on the court, just by hustling and doing what you have to do and playing every possession like it's your last, right? So Jordan Goodwin has that potential to be like the Lakers' defensive ace, right? I think they were kind of hoping for Gabe Vincent to be that guy for them, but I think Jordan Goodwin can be even better at that role. So as long as he stays healthy, he's probably not going to get a ton of minutes on the Lakers, but I think, you can put him in certain situations and he's going to lock guys up. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jordan Goodwin. If you're not, go check out some of his highlights, especially go check out some of his college highlights. Like he's super athletic. He's got a little bit of improving to do in terms of his three-point shot. He's not a bad three-point shooter, but shoots in the low 30s. His field goal percentage overall is low 40s. So he's not the best offensive player. But like I said, he hustles and he wants to win. So go check out Jordan Goodwin. I'm rooting for my guy, Jay Goodwin. He's a baller. He's a baller. So I'll catch you guys with the next one. Peace.